There was a time where I was sipping lean, I was popping pills, I was doing Molly, shrooms, everything, and it was just an escape.
Hey everyone, it's your favorite gossip girl back with some juicy news. Will Diddy ever stop acting creepy? I mean, do you guys think that day would ever come? Because aside from Usher, whom he allegedly groomed, Justin Bieber was also one of his many victims. This dude had been involved in a lot of controversies that it is impossible to not associate him with some of the shadiest news in the industry.
I think they never been to a Diddy party. If you're not dancing,
I just got hard.
Then you got to go. So security, if you see somebody and they not dancing, they got to go.
I heard with dancing.
If you have been a fan of Justin Bieber ever since the start of his career, you would know that he had gone through a lot before he got to where he is right now. He also started being seen in the spotlight at such a young age, so there are surely a lot of people who tried to take advantage of him, including Puffy. Many of Justin's fans are claiming that his unresolved traumas are taking its toll on him. And yes, you've guessed it right, they are blaming Diddy for causing Justin such traumas that it is affecting his mental health now that he is older. I mean, if the rumors are true, then Justin might not realize back then that he was already getting groomed by P. Diddy. I swear, this man is dangerous that even though he can help a lot with anyone's career, you would not want to be indebted to him. As I've mentioned earlier, Usher living with Puff at a young age of 15 became very controversial. Let us first talk about this, okay? Just so you would understand that Usher also has a huge impact in Justin's career because he once became his mentor. So if Usher was groomed, chances are they also did it to Justin because he must have thought that it was okay. Well, traumas are really hard to deal with and we are in no position to diagnose anyone here. But guys, it is clear as day that a lot of young talents were taken advantage of, and this is something that should always be called out on. So yes, Usher was sent by L.A. Reid to the infamous Puffy flavor camp. Reid revealed that he did that because he asked Diddy to teach the young Usher some swagger and teach him some flavor. He added, "I wanted Usher to be edgier than LaFace was. We had made a few records with him after Call Me a Mac, but nothing I found compelling enough to release. Our music could be soft and pretty. Usher was 15 years old, but nothing about him ever seemed juvenile. I was turning him over to the wildest party guy in the country at an age when I still needed to get his mother's permission, but he went to New York for almost a year. I didn't know whether I was being irresponsible or having an epiphany."
So he brings Usher to my office at 14 years old.
Just by himself or with his parents?
With his mother. Usher comes in and he starts to perform for me. And he drops down on one knee.
Is this guy for real? And what about his mother? She agreed to that kind of arrangement. Oh, we are all wondering what Reid and Diddy promised Usher's mom just so she will give Puff legal guardianship over Usher. Of course, people were curious about what it was like for Usher to have that kind of experience, which she recalled a couple of times in different interviews as well. In 2016, he revealed, "I got a chance to see some things. I went there to see the lifestyle and I saw it." He added, "It was pretty wild. It was crazy."
I was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody...
Oh, I bet it was crazy. Sources revealed that back then, people were seeing the young Usher in clubs where Diddy was allowing him to drink. He learned more than just swagger with him for sure. Add to the fact that there are also speculations about Diddy's sexuality. It kind of became an open secret that Diddy is gay. So if he really is closeted, then just imagine the things that he could have done to Usher years before. A cringy clip of him being interviewed by Kevin Hart also made rounds online. He mentioned there that he and Usher used to wake up in the same bed when he was living with him. These are not all, because rumor has it that he tends to use his extravagant parties to lure young men and force them to do a lot of indecent stuff as well. What a shameless guy. If you want to know what Justin got to say about how Diddy treated him and the trauma that he inflicted to JB, then keep on watching. Subscribe to our channel as well because I have more tea to spill in our next videos. Now, going back to our video. Finally, Justin is no longer easily intimidated by Diddy because he can now stand up for himself and set the record straight. Usher and Justin are good friends. They met in 2008 when people were already talking about this rising star. He eventually became Bieber's mentor. Usher must have been the reason why Justin also became acquainted with Puff Daddy. Who would forget about this YouTube video from Justin's own YouTube channel? 50 Cent was right. Diddy was really fruity. But you know what? We do not care about his sexuality because he can be whoever he wants to be. But the problem is, he's doing it at the expense of others. I mean, he could stay closeted for as long as he wants, but nothing could ever justify his actions towards these young men who he could have helped without preying on them. Justin's experience with Diddy might also be the reason why he became really toxic and problematic during the peak of his career. Whatever Diddy did to these young talented boys, it is probably sinful. But hey, we all know how this world works, especially when it comes to Hollywood. Those who have money and power are above the law most of the time. All these essay allegations, association with death of fellow rappers, being violent when he gets drunk, and a lot more, yet he still gets away from all of that. People are even afraid to expose him these days. Only a few artists have the guts to speak about him because it would be hard to offend people like him, especially if you owe him something. Now, this YouTube video screams how creepy this man can be. Have you watched this before? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, the content was about them spending 48 hours together. They did not give the details about this because Diddy himself said that they cannot share the things that they did. Puffy even went on to show off his sports cars to Justin, which impressed the boy. It was so worrying how Puffy even said that he would give Justin one of those when he turned 16.
Yeah, so as soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come to LA. Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty.
Oh gosh, that is exactly how predators like him behave. Moreover, in that same video, Diddy also randomly mentioned that when Usher was living with him, he had legal guardianship of him. Why would he have to explain though? He must have expected that a lot of people would call him out for doing that video with Justin. Guys, let me remind you that he was already 40 at the time they filmed this YouTube video. Justin might not be acting strange around him in that clip, but wait until you see this next one. Justin was acting nervous when Diddy asked him why Justin no longer hangs out with him. Why would he even ask that to a young boy?
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so. Right. Okay. My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number. Yeah.
Of course, Justin has his own life, and he probably enjoys the company of people his age compared to Diddy. That is kind of self-explanatory, yet he acted like he was trying to remind Justin who he is. Justin tried so hard to reason out, but everyone can feel the tension of Diddy's stare at him. The young boy cannot even look at him. He obviously cannot take a hint, huh? This was not the first time that Diddy made everybody in the room awkward though. He also asked Fabulous before why they never partied together, which did not only silence Fab but also the other people in there. 50 Cent did not miss this chance to call him out because of this viral video as well. On that note, many people were claiming that Diddy might have asked 50 Cent to do something inappropriate with him before, but he declined. That must be the reason why he's always trying to attack Diddy's sexuality. But the thing is, he could have at least used his courage to expose Diddy's crime and not only talk about his sexuality all the time. I do not know about you, but nothing would ever make Diddy a saint in a lot of people's eyes. Come on, even his former bodyguard accused him of being associated with Tupac and Notorious B.I.G.'s death. Gene Deal worked for him for a very long time, so he surely saw and knows a lot of things about this guy. Justin might never really expose Diddy directly, but the signs and evidence are clear. The more people turn a blind eye on Diddy's activities, the more he will have the courage to commit these crimes, especially to young boys, over and over again. There you have it. Hopefully Justin heals from all the trauma that this creep caused him. He might not be the best artist and human out there, but no one deserves to be taken advantage of when all he wants is to be successful with his music. Thank you for watching, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and click on the notification below to be updated whenever we have a new update. Until next time, stay tuned for more juicy gossip.